Hey, what's up, everybody? This was something I wanted to do for like the past week. Just talk about the 5 days of wrestling with BCW, then WFSO King of State. Of course, we supposed to have a WWE 12 tournament, but unfortunately, the people that ran Cybernet didn't come through, didn't open the place and stuff like that. Then from that same day, just meeting some wrestlers and stuff like that, and being at Monday Night Raw and of course Friday Night SmackDown, and plus for some of y'all probably seen earlier today that probably saw like clips of me on Saturday Morning Slam. And I probably was on last week's Superstars and stuff like that too. But I'm just gonna explain like of course experience with those 5 days. The one thing I can say, it was exhausting. Like of course going to BCW show is always fun. Then also doing the show, although my match didn't happen because the guy failed to show up. Let's put it that way. But overall, all the 8 men from in that tournament give it all they got. Did what they had to do, kept everybody in the edge of their seat, and just keep everybody interested all through the whole show. So, to all those 8 men that was in the tournament, from TC Washington to this year's King of State winner Nick Phoenix, to Ken Cato, to Juan Hernandez, Just Jake, Gage the Ghetto Nightmare, Dietrich, and the list of a few. I'm probably missing like one or two, but apologize about that. But I just want to thank those guys for making the show possible. And of course, the WFSO crew that was there, Chelsea, Brianna, Hazel. Gotta thank you guys for being there and helping out. And of course the reps, Tall Mike and the other Mike. Or just Mike F or Mike W, just put it that way. And plus, thank DJ Bob for the sounds for the show as well. It was an amazing show. It's one of those shows you never forget, but hopefully when we do King of State 2013 on August 16th of 2013, hopefully that will top that one off, when all fans will be involved, and first the top 8 fans that you guys voted for will be represented in next year's show, so hopefully that will work. Excuse me, just kind of woke up a little bit, but just hopefully your votes will go in, like we mentioned, October 1st edition of King of State. Not King of State, but the rest WFSO Aftermath show. Apologize about that. But we're going to announce the top 8 on the radio show. So keep on with that and keep watching our radio show every Mondays at 10:30 Central Time. Be 11:30 p.m. East and 8:30 p.m. Pacific. So we will have information on that. And we were supposed to have information on some big names we were going to drag in, but we're going to have to wait until April to make those announcements and stuff like that. But moving on to Sunday, unfortunately, like I mentioned earlier, that we couldn't do the WWE 12 tournament because Cybernet had failed to connect with us, and I was telling them from time and time again that we were going to do this tournament, but unfortunately, what more can you do? They decided not to. So for people that probably did show up there and we couldn't give them no warning, I apologize about that because Cybernet couldn't come through. So we're going to hope to try to do something this November to like host a tournament or something like that. We'll add some prizes and stuff like that. So hopefully sometime in November, if we can just get some stuff together, we'll just do a tournament or something like that from there. But from Monday Night Raw, I really wasn't going to go until I had to thank Chad for giving me my ticket like the last minute. So I did end up going, and well, this Raw, of course it had like about 8 or 9 matches I think, but it was a good Raw overall. Probably would have rated like 7 out of 10 if I had a choice. So it that fun, that interesting. It just sucks that we couldn't get a sold-out crowd, but it was a decent crowd. So we ended up with a house show Sunday, March 10th, back here in Milwaukee. On to, although I didn't stay very long, I had to rush to Green Bay, or else I wouldn't have no way to get there. But on to that, friend won a ringside seats to the show, asked me to go. I went. Had a limo ride, had good dinner and stuff with her mom and her grandma. So, Britt, thank you for taking me on the Mother's Day fun journey with you, and enjoy the experience from that and the limo ride and going to see SmackDown. And then plus, she did one of the meet and greet with Mason Ryan and Natalia. So never met Natalia before until then. So it was a fun experience. And of course with Natalia and Mason Ryan, although I met Mason Ryan before, but they was all pretty cool. Just talking with us a little bit, so can't complain about that. So it was a good experience. And the show itself with SmackDown, of course, they had Saturday Morning Slam, which aired today on the CW. You probably saw pics of me, probably either looking around, standing up, just waving my hands, just doing something crazy. It was the same thing with not this past Friday on SmackDown, but the SmackDown before. Just say before Labor Day, the 31st, I should say. So yeah, August 31st edition of SmackDown I was on. So no, it's on here on YouTube, so look for it. You'll probably see me waving my hands around, standing up, popping up, trying to show the WFSO hat. So y'all get a chance, go back and look at it, and you'll probably find me there. But overall experience, probably give this SmackDown probably like 8 out of 10. And the dark match main event was pretty cool too. And finally ran into some people that I haven't gotten in contact with. I get a hold of them through Facebook, just never like met up with them because they've been busy, I've been busy and stuff like that. But hopefully we'll have this experience again with meeting everybody in Green Bay, since they're gonna have a house show, SmackDown house show I should say, 2 days after Christmas. In Chicago, of course, they're gonna have one the day after Christmas. So it should be interesting for those two events. So hopefully we will get to go on the 26th and 27th and just see how that goes. And just see how it goes from there. But like I said, I want to thank everybody for keeping us, tuning in to us, and things like that. So like I said, we got every Monday night at 10:30 Central Time. We have, of course, WFSO Aftermath, and we're going to have a new show that's going to be Saturday, well, I might say Saturday afternoon at noon. Me, along with other WFSO staff, Roosevelt, we're going to do the WFSO MMA hours, because it seems like we never get enough time to talk about MMA on the show, because we just more focused on the wrestling and stuff like that. So we just hope this will do the trick, and just because I know a lot of people like MMA, so maybe this will keep their interest and just watch us. So that show will start Saturday, October 7th, 12 o'clock. And probably like an hour after that, probably going to be the return of the Ask AJ show. This time we get to be on the air and get to talk to, and get to interview a wrestler and stuff like that. Local, national, whoever I can get, I'm going to do my best to do an interview with them. So probably within the next week or two, I'll probably announce who's going to be the first person on the returning Ask AJ show. So this probably be new news for y'all, but it was like in the back of my mind for like a while now to bring an Ask AJ show back. So this was the way to do it. But anywho, back to what I was saying. So I thank everybody from the WFSO staff, of course Hazel, the co-owner that runs it with me, of course the WFSO fans, wrestling fans in general, and plus you got all these other groups out here that want to thank them because they give me the opportunity to expose WFSO as we doing the same with them, have them expose themselves, like the Science 2 Cents, Rainmasters. You also have Off the Rope Show, they're expanding out there too, Rope to Rope, which is in Canada. And plus calling some of the guys the Rock and Sock from Wild Talk Radio. I've been on their show a few times, so trying to expand on to more shows. So hopefully if I get the chance, get to call in some of these other shows like Off the Road Show and Road to Rope or the Science 2 Cents, stuff like that. So hopefully sooner or later get to collaborate with them. And also don't forget about Milwaukee Wrestling. They're based on Milwaukee, just talk about the area of Milwaukee Wrestling. So watch them as well. And of course, check out our website, WrestlingFansSpeakout.com. get your information about wrestling shows in Wisconsin and Northern Illinois, and kind of like up there in Minnesota a little bit too. So just keep that in mind. Keep on paying attention to us, watching us. You never know what you're gonna miss. But I'm just gonna cut this a little bit short and have this download and stuff like that. So I gotta get this going. And ooh, I don't know. It's just overall just that 5 days of wrestling experience. So hopefully something like that happens again. And we're gonna mention also November. We're gonna have something like Indie Wrestling Month. That's what WFSO going to do. So probably what we're going to do is going to go back in time, probably from when we started and all the way through, just talking about some of the matches that happen in the Milwaukee area of wrestling, and plus wrestling all over Wisconsin that we have seen. So just stay tuned for that for this November, be Indie Wrestling Month. And plus it'll be the start of the voting at the award show, which we're all going to have live on the Limiter in Cudahy, March 1st. So more information on that. So keep on with the WFSO Aftermath Radio Show. More information will come in every day. Well, every week, I should say, for that. So just stay tuned for that. Like I said, pay attention to our website, WrestlingFansSpeakOut.com. So until then, hear y'all from the radio this Monday.